Hey everyone, I'm Sethum and welcome back to another episode of my Mass Effect walkthrough. And before we get into it, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to everyone for their support and specifically do a few shout outs. The first one goes out to Maurice Thompson, the second shout out goes to Mike Hogton, and the third shout out goes to Midnight. Thank you guys for all your awesome support on Twitter and on YouTube. And I just wanted to let you guys know how much I appreciate it and how awesome you guys are.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Well, I kinda hoped he'd say something about his L2 implants, but I guess that didn't happen. So I'm going to continue with the rest of the crew and see what else they have to say. And hopefully maybe they'll give us some side missions to do. Okay. Loading. Okay, that was a long one.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough, but you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it.
Okay,
Thanks,
so
Commander.
we have a bit more information about Garrus's background.
Commander, good to see you.
And he doesn't want to talk to us anymore. Brilliant.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Right. So, Rex knows Saren. Or met Saren.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
You've got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
And finally, let's go and talk to Tali. Maybe she has something new and interesting to say. Oh, Codex. Nice. Okay, I was thinking of talking to the guy, but
Hello,
nah.
Shepard.
I dropped it.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me. Especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
I find it rather peaceful. Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
Okay, well, that was a nice, interesting discussion. So I'm gonna go back up to the CIC and carry on with the next mission. And somehow my cat decided to have a moment of craziness. We've now arrived. Up the steps we go once the loading screen goes away. And it's gone away.
Commander. Something you need?
Okay,
I
just
have
wanted
to
to
go.
see that
Alright,
Joker
see
doesn't
ya.
have anything else to say. I quite like his sarcastic jokes and dialogues in general. But with that being done, it's time to go back to our map and pick out another mission. Okay, well, we're finished with this part, so Noveria or Pharos? Okay, right, we'll go this way.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Okay, here we go. Noveria. Sorry about that, just wanted to see what my cat was up to. She seems to be wanting some attention, so I think after this episode I'll just go and play with her for a wee bit.
Approach control. This is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector into berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Okay, we have arrived. So let's go and see what we have to do here. I think I need to make my way towards the front of the ship if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, you have to do this in almost every mission in this game, don't you? Okay, definitely gonna go with Tally and or not Rex. Yeah, I'll keep the squad.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Thinking about all the games in this trilogy, I think I would like something similar in Mass Effect Andromeda, to be fairly honest. I mean, it is, I suppose, in many ways a form of a loading screen, if you will. But I do like the fact that you have to get off the ship and then back on it. That's something I quite like about this first game. Just checking all of the stuff that we have, and obviously making sure that we are up to date with all the best gear for both myself and my squad. And I don't think we got anything interesting, did we? Well, let's go and meet the friendly people.
That's far enough.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, ma'am.
We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Noveria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Don't try it.
Nobody takes my weapon.
Charge and lock!
We are authorized to use lethal force. You have to the count of 3 to surrender your weapons. 1, 2, 3...
Captain Matsuo, stand down! We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself.
Ooh, that was very close.
Get out of here.
I thought you'd say something like that.
Get my blood flowing. Find me something to kill.
Don't you worry, Rex. We'll find something to kill soon. Soon enough.
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Analeas. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Saren's flunky? Where?
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Analeas for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The Executive Board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The Board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
If Lady Benezia is here, it might be wise to bring Liara along. She knows her mother better than we do.
Yes, that is why I had second doubts when I selected my crew. I knew I had to take someone, but I just didn't know who. And now it is all clear. Let's go and get Liara before we actually continue. Nope. Okay. Ha. Not exactly what I wanted to do. I just wanted to get back on the ship just to get Liara.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination.
So I could definitely do with this kind of loading screen. It is a loading screen, but it is, you know, a bit more, I don't know, visually interactive, I guess, rather than just something like a picture with a rotating loading circle type thing. So I do hope that they put that in Mass Effect Andromeda or something similar to that anyways.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has...
Right, so if I remember correctly, yes, I do. We need to level up Liara. Yeah, okay, we'll go with some barrier points just to help her stay alive a wee bit more. We want some of this first aid just so she gets more out of the Metagel packs, and I do like the warp ability. Is there anything else I can do to increase her survivability? So we'll go for throw, because that's a good ability for the arrow, and I think we will, I don't know, lift or warp. I'm gonna go for lift, because that does quite a bit of damage, which will help us out quite a lot during the game. I mean, I don't really expect to be using Liara that much. I'm probably going to end up focusing on Urgnot, Rex, and Tally, but you know, whatever we can get to increase these characters' damage output will definitely help us out a lot. So I think that is what I'm going to focus on while I level up their skills. And once we have those leveled up, then I don't know, we'll just have to figure out what abilities will then benefit us more. I don't think we can get all of them. I don't think I've ever actually managed to get all of them, just because that means I'd have to probably replay the game on a different difficulty or something like that. Anyways, once I've done the game, I don't really fancy doing it again. So we are now going to see what weapons we can upgrade on Liara, and obviously I think I've seen quite a few things. She can definitely use some additional armor and protection, so we'll give her that. Ah, there we go. That's better. Ooh, hold on. Can she use that? No, she can't. Darn it.
As the deck.
Oops. Yeah, I didn't bother putting all the good stuff on Liara just yet because I think my level is higher than it should normally be at this current time. So as we're gonna play, we will get a ton of better gear, and so I'm just gonna wait for that to happen. Ooh, what are my neighbors doing? Again.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel.
Unless you are a Spectre.
If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
I'm sure I will. Do you have anything to say? No.
The managers warned us about you.
So let's go and talk to this nice Hannah.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here. This one has a burden that you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
I have no problem with that.
This one humbly thanks the Spectre. The package will be delivered to your vessel. All you need do is bring it to this one. Please do not mention this to Administrator Analeus. That one would levy fees. Is there anything else this one might help you with?
I'm just browsing right now.
Okay, cool. So this is a very short mission. Might as well get the XP in. Well, I am going to end this episode here, guys. I do hope that you have enjoyed it, and if you have, remember to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't, and don't forget to join me in the next episode. And until then, stay safe.